Let's just hit a couple of stocks, too. I just want to note, Boeing shot higher on the discussion in the Oval Office that the UK would be buying $10 billion worth of Boeing jets as part of the agreement. That stock's at the highs of the day. That's one name on the move. I think we really need to check Alphabet again after yesterday's just amazing decline on those comments from Apple's Eddie Q about searches going down in April for the very first time. Alphabet came out with a statement giving trying to give you a look at where things really are. Quote, we continue to see overall query growth in search. That includes an increase in total queries coming from Apple's devices and platforms. I thought overall was the interesting word that they used there. But nonetheless, the move in the stock was significant. 7 firms at least are out today saying it's an overreaction. There are negative calls today. Melia saying that it could be a historic turning point. Gene Munster, most of you know, former analyst, now at Deepwater, said, quote, Google's likely going lower because search is in the very early stages of a seismic change that investors haven't fully factored in current valuation. Kerr, you own the stock. Were you shaken at all as an investor and an owner of this name yesterday?
I think everyone has been expecting someone, either Google or Apple, to say that searches are down. That was inevitable. The question is whether the stock fully discounts or appropriately discounts that risk. And we know that there's perplexity and people are moving to ChatGPT, but the whole volume of searches are definitely higher. I search more and I'm using different platforms on which to search. Does that mean that the growth rate slows? Does it slow much more? I mean, yeah, all of these things are at play. The stock was down enough so that it's less than 16 times expected earnings for next year. Would we sell it now? Absolutely not. Is it a buy right here? I think we're a little bit in the wait and see, but closer to a buy than a sell for us.
So you're not worried that this is the first real sniff of an existential crisis that Google's going to have, Alphabet will, related to search? Because it's being taken that way in some corners. Like the Munster comment, I thought was pretty explicit, going lower.
Right. So I thought that was extreme. We all know that search is changing. It is changing dramatically. And people are using all types of different mechanisms to find out information. I mean, I've started to use Google Lens, where you can identify anything, visual through Google. And whether Google is going to learn how to monetize what they're giving away for free, I think is a big question. Right now, they probably have the capability to do much of what other Perplexity or ChatGPT can do. They haven't yet incorporated it sufficiently. Is there going to be war about this? I don't know if dropping from this point down another 10% or 15%, it's already down.
Look, the primary use case for AI right now is search. And with all these companies having raised billions and billions of dollars, and with the technology for AI search out there, while search overall is up, I actually think search will increase because of AI, that the market share is going down. That's unquestionable. That's probably one of the reasons why Josh sold it. I sold it after Josh. This is where they make their money.
He's holding it still.
We hold it. I was on the show on Monday or Tuesday. We trimmed it on Monday. We're underweight it now. Now, Alphabet's one of the greatest innovators ever. And I mean, this isn't new news that we're going to see, search kind of dwindle around and be, move around.
It's new news.
It's new news. The expectation. I mean, people have been using other search engines, the Groks, the Perplexities, the ChatGPTs. Heck, if I have Google.com up, I'm searching, using their AI. I'm not clicking on anything. But so I would imagine that they have expected something like this to come down the pipeline, where they're going to, as you mentioned, find a way to monetize the things that they already have available on their tools.
Doesn't matter if search is the bread and butter GOAT business of Alphabet, and it's going to be now materially impacted, which it sure as heck looks like it is. Justify the multiple for me based on all the other stuff.
Well that's the question. I mean, the multiple's low, 16 times.
The point from the people who are talking about it today, it's not low enough based on this news and what it potentially means. Of course, all things being equal, is it low relative to some of the other mega caps? No. Obviously, and it has been for years. But this is enough of a game-changing question that even a low multiple might not be low enough.
They own the business. It's been commoditized. commoditize their principal business.
Here's your get-out-of-jail-free card. In December of 2023, Sergey came out of retirement. He had stepped down, I think, in like 2019. And the idea was that he wanted to work on AI. He wanted to, put his mark on this next generation technology. And then after that, nothing. Like, we haven't really heard any. The tech press periodically writes about him being there. We haven't heard much. I think if this gets much worse over the next quarter or so, it's not going to be long before you start hearing people calling for Sergey to take a more active, more public role as the face of Alphabet's AI strategy. And if and when that happens, I think that could help you with the multiple on the stock. I don't know if it helps you with the fundamentals. And by the way, the fundamentals aren't really the problem here. The problem here is the perception. And to Weiss's point, if now it's a commodity business and a lot of the things that made Alphabet an automatic and untouchable are no longer applicable, it's just a tougher story. It doesn't mean the stock has to fall another 20%.
And we own it, but we trimmed it. And I'll go one step further. Our fear, DOJ going after him as well. You have the EU with anti-competitiveness. They're in the crosshairs of this trade war. They could be tariffs on services. So we started moving down the road here, trimming it. And if we get a broad market rally, I expect Alpha to be higher, and maybe it's another
it's higher. We have a broad market rally today, and in fact, it is higher.